Welcome to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, and this is our second week being hosted by the New London Farm Playhouse here on Main Street. Today, we'll hear some great Valentine's Day ideas from Allie Coy of Alley Oops, where creativity never goes out of style. Elliot Cunningham, the managing director here at the barn, will tell us more about their Play a Part campaign. And we'll hear part 2 of the V&A hospice story. We'll close the show with Catherine Nevins to hear what's happening on Main Street in Warner. But first, a few words from the good businesses that make your Yankee Chronicle possible. Please stay with us.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. With more frequent major weather events, don't say again, I should have installed a generator. H.R. Clough provides the best home generator systems available from GENERAC. Our highly trained personnel provide you a complete turnkey installation. For a free estimate, call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
There's a big difference between a big box store and a LaValle Middleton building supply.
When you're a local store, you need to compete with the bigger chains. So we've combined our purchasing power with over 300 independent lumberyard and home centers, and we've passed those savings on to you.
Our customers have grown up with our stores, and now their kids are shopping here with our kids.
We have everything you need for any home improvement project you can think of.
And the possibilities are endless.
If we had a motto, it would be neighbors helping neighbors build a community.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. Now is the time to protect yourself from the potential rising costs of fuel. The H.R. Clough Smart Pay Plan offers you the very best price. Call and talk to one of the expert staff about the right plan for you and your home. Call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel. Our camera got a chance to stop by Alley Oops Flowers and Gifts on Main Street, New London for some Valentine's Day suggestions. Here's Allie Coy.
Thank you, Abby, and thanks for visiting us today here at Alley Oops Flowers and Gifts here in New London. This year's Valentine's Day is going to look a little bit different. Last year, we just barely missed the whole COVID scenario that was happening, and we were able to have a very busy holiday. And this year, we are gearing up for another busy holiday. Every holiday in the last year has been twice as busy, so we're hoping the same thing for Valentine's Day. This year we can offer you a bunch of different things because we will not be open to the public in our store because the health of our community and our staff is the most important to us. So you will be able to come up to the front door and get grab and go things as well as stuff pre-ordered on our website. A couple things that we have this year is grab and go boxes. We have a Be Mine box. And this year we have a Lucky and Love box that's $55, and it comes with locally made soaps, candies, and a mini orchid, as well as a locally made card that we'll be happy to handwrite for you. We also have a Be Mine box that has all the Beeline products that are made in Henniker, New Hampshire, as well as some fun chocolate-covered pretzels and a hand-painted card. Another thing is, since a lot of people will be staying in this year for Valentine's Day instead of going out, we made a quarantine arrangement this year that comes with a candle. It's a centerpiece, so the 2 of you can just sit and have a nice Valentine's Day and get takeout from one of our local restaurants that we all love so much. So that is just a bunch of all of our fun choices that we have available. Just head on over to our website at alleybs.com. We're located right here on Main Street in New London, and we do year-round, we do weddings, we do parties, all of the above. So we're gearing up for a really busy season. So that's just a sampling of what we have to offer on our website at alleybs.com. And I'm happy to help everyone in our local community and anything you need related to flowers. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Allie. What a great local store filled with wonderful products and ideas. When we return, we'll hear from Elliot Cunningham, the managing director here at the New London Barn Playhouse. But first, these words from the good folks that make our communities the great place that they are, the businesses that support us, and the organizations you use and love.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. Now's the time to have a highly trained H.R. Clough technician perform an annual maintenance and inspection of your gas or oil system to help you avoid a failure in the dead of winter. Call now to set up an appointment. Call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Simple solutions in a challenging world. Let Echo Communications make your life simpler. From the beginning, creating design through the commercial print process and ending with custom mailing, all easily coordinated in one place. Echo Communications provides simple solutions in a challenging world. One place, many solutions. Learn more at echocominc.com.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. With more frequent major weather events, don't say again, I should have installed a generator. H.R. Clough provides the best home generator systems available from GENERAC. Our highly trained personnel provide you a complete turnkey installation. For a free estimate, call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, coming to you from the New London Barn Playhouse. A little out of season, but we are nonetheless excited to be here. I'm now joined by Elliot Cunningham, the managing director. Hi, Elliot.
Hi, Abby. I have to say, I watched you at Ragged Mountain a couple weeks ago, and I'm interested. Is it colder in here, or was it colder at the mountain?
That's a tough one. I feel like I was more dressed appropriately to be skiing.
Of course.
Thank you for watching, though. We appreciate that. There's a lot happening at the barn, but one of the biggest things is you're about a week into this exciting Play a Part campaign. Tell us all about it.
It's been really, really exciting, and the support we've seen from this community, I think we're almost all struck by it. It's really been incredible. We've seen people that, have a long history with the barn that have given to the campaign and have participated in the campaign. And we've seen people that have come here once or twice or 3 times, or people that their parents came here all the time, and they're giving gifts in support of their parents. And it's been really, really exciting to see it all happen and to see the town finally get excited about it. I think, we talk about it, it's been in the works for 8 or 9 years, and to see it finally happening and happening very soon,
yes.
That building is going to be here by the fall. It's very exciting, and I think you can feel it in the town.
So let's talk specifics. I think people instantly see and they're like, oh no, the renderings are great, but what's happening to the barn? Help us that nothing's happening to the barn drastically, but it's all necessary upgrades.
Yeah, nothing's happening directly inside this barn, so don't worry. It's all here. The seats are still going to be here. You're going to still get your favorite seats.
Yep.
If you're a seasoned subscriber, don't worry. We are extending the porch to give us a lot more space out there. We're really doing a new courtyard to allow people to have a place to come before or after a show, or to do a talk back with the director or with some of the cast. And one of the things we're really excited about is what we'll be able to do in this new Center for Artistic Development. In the middle of the summer, you're going to see that's where we're going to, have our main stage rehearsals. But on the shoulder seasons in the spring and fall and winter, it's really going to allow us to become a regional place for education and for theater education. We like to say that it's ages 5 to 95. We're going to really try to beef up our programming and allow for some really community outreach in that space. And it's something that I think is really exciting to us and to our organization, but also to the community. We're doing a lot of work on the administrative offices to really bring that to our current day. I mean, if you could look into our, executive artistic director, managing director, and production manager office, it's so tight. We sometimes joke that we have to tell each other when we're about to back our chair up. So it'll be exciting about that. The work conditions are really, we're really bringing them to current day or as close as we can get. And if you've ever driven by, you've seen like painters or the scenic charges in the alleyway, painting. We're finally giving them a new scenic shop, things like that we're really, really excited about. And I think it's going to really help us with retention and rehiring and bringing people back. And it's really exciting.
And bathrooms, that's a big one too.
Of course.
The dreaded bathrooms here that you have to go back around for are now going to be at an easy level for everyone to access.
Exactly, we're bringing them up to the porch level. There'll be an elevator back there as well.
Wow.
You can get in right from the newly paved parking lot.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's big things, Abby Peel.
I like it. So tell us about the community partners. You really made a good effort to do work locally because this is a local organization.
Exactly.
And you've had great success with that.
Huge success. We partnered with Banwell Architects out of Lebanon and Snow Builders here in New London, and it's been an incredible way to work together with them. We're meeting with them weekly, and it's been really hands-on. We throw a lot of ideas, and then they make it happen, and it's been exciting to see it. Working directly with our construction committee on the board of directors here at the barn, and with our Play a Park committee. It's been really, really wonderful to see. We throw these ideas out and then they can make it happen. And it's been really exciting. It's been a real direct partnership with everyone that's been involved.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So obviously the next step that we will physically see depends a little bit on our friend Mother Nature.
Sure.
But what's the timeline expected for everything to start?
Yeah, so we're hoping to break ground in March. I mean, it all depends on how much snow is on the ground,
I know.
But our goal is March, maybe early April. We'll get the groundbreaking on the Center for Artistic Development and the new scenic shop. And we'll see it. It's going to be coming up pretty quickly. And I think we're hoping the goal is by the fall, we'll have it open and available for folks to see it and to be in there with us.
Amazing. And people will obviously want to follow the progression of this. So how can people find updates as things start to happen?
Well, drive down Main Street and see how it's going.
Take a look, yeah.
But also take a look at our website, the barn website, and we also have a campaign website where we're going to do regular updates. There's an email blast that you can get on there that we'll be able to send out, monthly email updates of what's happening and how it's going in the progress.
I love it. We're so excited. Glad that nothing in here is changing, but sounds like it's some necessary upgrades for the barn.
Absolutely. We're thrilled. Thank you.
Elliot Cunningham, for joining us.
Thanks, Abby.
For over 50 years, the Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice has been serving our area. When we return, Steve and Loa Winter will continue their story about the history of the hospice program. But first, this snapshot of local businesses that keep this show coming to you.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. H.R. Clough installs water conditioning systems to purify your water and add life to your hot water heating system. Now is the perfect time for one of our expert staff to evaluate your needs. For a free estimate, call H.R. Clough today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
There's a big difference between a big box store and a LaValle Middleton building supply.
When you're a local store, you need to compete with the bigger chains. So we've combined our purchasing power with over 300 independent lumberyard and home centers, and we've passed those savings on to you.
Our customers have grown up with our stores, and now their kids are shopping here with our kids.
We have everything you need for any home improvement project you can think of.
And the possibilities are endless.
If we had a motto, it would be neighbors helping neighbors build a community.
At H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, we sell, install, tune, and repair heating and cooling systems and deliver your fuel oil and propane. But we're much more. Now is the time to have a highly trained H.R. Clough technician perform an annual maintenance and inspection of your gas or oil system to help you avoid a failure in the dead of winter. Call now to set up an appointment. Call the H.R. Clough Company today. Over 4 generations of local ownership and dependable service.
Welcome back. I'm Abby Peel, your Yankee Chronicle host today, coming to you from the New London Barn Playhouse here in New London, as it awaits bringing you another season of joy and entertainment, hopefully. Now let's rejoin Steve and Lowell Winter as they chronicle the history of the VNA's hospice program.
I would like to say that we have made so many good friends during this whole process of hospice through the years, and it's been wonderful because people came to this office to learn about hospice, and we spoke to many people, as I said before, at the churches, in the town halls, and people were very eager to hear what this was all about. The volunteers that worked for us, and I don't know how many of them work still, a lot of the names that I have remembered, they're not here anymore, but they were there when we needed them, and they were great people. Jane Kenyon came into the office one day, said she wanted to be a volunteer. And she did. She became a volunteer, and we became very good friends. And she had been publishing her poetry, and I had started doing some painting. And we decided to pool our talents and come up with some cards for a fundraiser. They were a big hit, and we did take them to some kind of convention at one point, but they went fast. they sold fast, and so we have good memories with those. Another motive for me to come to work in hospice, I wanted it for Steve and I. I mean, even though we were young then, we knew the value of it and could see the value of it. Well, I did want to mention some of the people that maybe I did already mention the doctors from the beginning. Dr. Jack Kirk, Dr. Everly, Dr. Evans, they were two that were very supportive. The VNA, I knew Jane Heald, Tanya Wilkie, so many, Andy Steele, Joyce Teal, many wonderful nurses that came and learned and worked in hospice. I think the reason why the hospice has done so well is because we started with some really strong people to begin with, and the clergy that were on our board originally, Rick Stecker was our minister at the time, and he was on the board. And my husband Steve was the first president. And so we had many good people with us at the beginning.
There was one event that we put on in the town hall of New London, and they were little clips of things that happened. And Charlie Giles was one of them. I can't remember what it was we asked him to do, but he talked, and he was just in high school at the time.
The doctors, nurses, clergy, social workers, volunteers, all those people, family, are making the decisions together on how to progress from here, not just one person. Right here in New London, the Cloughs, Dr. Clough, he was God. You know, he was the one. And I remember one patient, I took, she loved animals, and I made arrangements with this friend of mine that had just had a litter of puppies. And I took a puppy into her, snuck it in a bean bag. And she was so happy just to pet that and hold that puppy. And I heard later that Dr. Clough used to do that too. And so I don't know if I heard it later or before, but I did it, and I broke a few rules that day, but it was worth it. But the family really should, and the patient should be the ones that are making some decisions too, if they can.
A lot of people put this thing together.
Yeah.
And I think the best part about it was they came with an open mind to see what it was about, and Loa and her team really did a good job making it, what do I want to say, painless, if you will.
Thank you, Loa and Steve. When your Yankee Chronicle returns, we'll hear from Catherine Nevins at Main Street Bookends in Warner. But first, let's visit a few of the community-minded businesses that support your Yankee Chronicle.
Simple solutions in a challenging world. Let Echo Communications make your life simpler. From the beginning, creating design through the commercial print process and ending with custom mailing, all easily coordinated in one place. Echo Communications provides simple solutions in a challenging world. One place, many solutions. Learn more at echocominc.com.
There's a big difference between a big box store and a La Valley Middleton building supply.
When you're a local store, you need to compete with the bigger chains. So we've combined our purchasing power with over 300 independent lumberyard and home centers, and we've passed those savings on to you.
Our customers have grown up with our stores, and now their kids are shopping here with our kids.
We have everything you need for any home improvement project you can think of.
And the possibilities are endless.
If we had a motto, it would be neighbors helping neighbors build a community.
Warner's Main Street Bookends has been your community bookstore since 1998 and voted Yankee Magazine's Editor's Pick Must-See Bookstore. Bookends is a full-service store offering a huge selection of current fiction and nonfiction with children's book selection, toys, and games. Bookends has a huge card selection for all occasions, along with Main Street Marketplace and Gallery in the attached barn. 100% solar, Main Street Bookends of Warner is building your community one book at a time.
I'm Abby Peel, the host of Yankee Chronicle. We got to speak with Catherine Nevins with some of the things that are going on in and around Warner. Here's Catherine.
Hello, I wanted to welcome all of you to Main Street Bookends. And this is the way we've been doing business since November. We have the order and takeout window here, which has worked really well. Lots of people have come through. And this is how we're doing business while we're still in the middle of COVID. So welcome. And I wanted to tell you about some conferences that are coming up that we've always been the bookseller for. It's always been a very big deal every year. But this year, because of COVID, everything will be online. And the first one I wanted to tell you about is the NOFA New Hampshire Winter Conference, which will be February 13 and 14. This year, the title is Cultivating Stewardship, Health, Harmony, and Resilience. They're going to have some wonderful, wonderful authors and speakers. And the easiest thing to do is to go to our website, and that will connect you to the NOFA New Hampshire Winter Conference registration area. One of the presenters will be Jean-Martin Fortier, and he's done The Market Gardener, which has been a very, very popular book, Successful Grower's Handbook for Small-Scale Organic Farming. He will be presenting. They also are going to have Judith Schwartz, who her latest book is called The Reindeer Chronicles, Other Inspiring Stories Working with Nature to Heal the Earth. These are all workshops that these authors are going to be presenting online, and they're going to be wonderful. The author Maria Noel Groves, she'll be presenting Body into Balance, as well as Grow Your Own Herbal Remedies. So these are two wonderful go-to books, how-to books, and she'll be presenting all about that. There will also be Acadia Tucker, and her latest book is Growing Good Food. She's also the author of Growing Perennial Foods, which has been a huge success over the years. So she'll be presenting. So the best thing to do is to go to our website and register that way, and then you can get into some of these wonderful workshops that they present every year. I also wanted to mention that NOFA New Hampshire has a book group, and right now they're reading Vandana Shiva's Who Really Feeds the World. Wonderful, wonderful book. You can hop onto that book group as well, if you wish. There's another conference coming up that we are normally the bookseller for, but all these books are, of course, available through our website, and proceeds go back to the organizations. NOFA New Hampshire. The second one is New Hampshire Master Gardeners Spring Symposium. That will be March 19th and 20th. On March 19th, they're going to have Doug Tallamy, wonderful, wonderful author. His latest book is called Nature's Best Hope. He's also the author of the bestseller, Bringing Nature Home. So he'll be a wonderful presenter. And then on Saturday, they will have Jana Milbacher, and this is her book, The Gardens Tourist New England, all about touring through New England and seeing all the gardens. Wonderful book. The other thing is that Bookends has an ongoing book group, and you can hop onto that at any point. The next book that they're going to be discussing is called Storied Life of A.J. Thickery. This is a very fun and a very sweet book about a bookstore owner in New England and the magical things that happen to him and to his life through the bookstore. It's a lovely story. I wanted to tell you about an absolutely wonderful book. If you're thinking about a Valentine's gift for an adult or for a child, this is a spectacular book. This is called Telephone Tales. It's by Gianni Rodari. Now, he was a very famous children's author in Italy. He was comparable to E.B. White or Roald Dahl, very, very big author for children's books. And he did a series of very, very short stories, as if you only had 2 or 3 minutes on the telephone. That's all you've got, very short. So these are very wonderful, imaginative stories that you can read to children. I'm actually reading them myself and totally enjoying them. The illustrator is Valerio Vidali, and the book is just luscious. So anyway, that's an idea for children and for adults. I wanted to mention also, we are very sad, Kearsarge magazine, this is their last issue. Wonderful, wonderful magazine that has been around for 15 years. So their winter issue is 115 Reasons We Love This Area of New Hampshire. So, a final wonderful, wonderful edition from this magazine and from these writers. So you can pick that up. The other thing is that I just want to remind everybody that Warner has an awful lot going on here. And we're in the middle of winter, we're in the middle of COVID. I want to draw everybody's attention to the Warner Public Market right across the street. Wonderful local produce. They're doing a great job over there. You can get pretty much all your groceries you need right from them. And they, like us, do everything through a window. So they're doing a great job over there. There's, of course, the local down on the corner. And everything is takeout with them. Wonderful, wonderful food and beer. You can still go there for takeout. We've got Charlie Mac's across the street. We've got all kinds of things going up and down on Main Street here. So please come to Warner and check out some of these great events that are coming down the pike.
Thanks, Catherine. Lots to do, even if some of it is virtual. It's a wrap today from the New London Barn Playhouse. As COVID wanes, start thinking about what summer might be like this year. We can sure hope. Don't miss our live game of the week next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. as the Fall Mountain Ladies travel to Lebanon in basketball action. On our website, ycnnow.com. And Thursday at 6:30 p.m., the guys from both schools will meet. All our games replay at 12 noon on Sunday on WYCX or on demand anytime at ycnnow.com. Check out other Outside Television programs of original shows featuring some of the most exciting extreme sports from rock climbing, biking, water sports, and of course skiing. I'm Abby Peel. Join us next week at the same time for another Yankee Chronicle. Stay safe, everyone.